In this video, I want to talk a little bit about D7's event log alert and the internal event viewer and how that can help you out. When you first start D7, you may see a check event log alert. A check event log alert is going to either be red or blue. If the event log alert is red, it means that some errors were logged since last boot. If the check event log is blue, it just means that some warnings were logged since last boot. What happens when you double click on the check event log alert is you get the D7.2 internal event viewer. And when that pops up, it's going to show you all events that occurred only since the last reboot. Because 9 times out of 10, unless you're looking for history on the system, we're just concerned with quality control, making sure that the system is working well after we've cleaned it up from malware, etc. So we just want to check since the last boot to see if there is any trouble. But if you want to go deeper, just uncheck the box and click Rescan. This is a fresh reload, FYI. That's why there aren't that many. Now we have our log types where you can select system or application log. You've got the event type. You can select all events, errors, warnings, or errors and warnings under the label both. Especially if you have a lot of results or you select something like all events and you're not even showing since last reboot, say you're showing all event log items, you can filter by event code. So let's just see if there's any event 1000s in here. No. We can remove the filter and rescan to get everything back. Let me give you an example of something that is here. I see 18. So we'll filter 18. And we get all of these events under event code 18. And they're all exactly the same event, so I will take that away. Now I want to show you, let's go to errors, and let's do service. This is going to get all of the event sources with the name service in them. But you can combine these filters to operate at the same time. So now I can type in, say, PEV, just a partial string. Now I get only the results that match this filter and this filter combined, which are these two items here. And if I have no idea what the item is, there's always the Google buttons. We have Google Full Event Details. This will bring up the full event details, the term event ID, the actual event ID, the event source, and then quoted, of course, to keep it together, and then the event description, not quoted. Sometimes you'll find things in here like a path, /documents and settings, etc. We'll filter that out so it doesn't have the username skewing the search results. If, for example, your search is just too specific with all of these words, you can also Google code and source only, which will Google just the event code and the event source. And that should give you a lot more results. Then we have a button here which launches the Windows internal event viewer. Once you click on an item, it is described in detail down here, since you can't see it all through this screen. Before we end the video, I did want to show you another interesting feature in the internal event viewer for D7 too, and that is the option to write an event to the application event log. It unfortunately does keep the same event ID, but I've made it something obscure so that it probably won't match anything out there. You can choose the event type and just click the Write Event button. And then below that we have Clear and optionally back up the NT event logs. This only does the main 4. It will clear them all, erasing everything that's in there. It can back them up first. When it backs them up, it puts them in /support and they are named appropriately. They will be the .evt files that can be imported into Event Viewer.